Okay, we're given a function and we're asked to find some different values for the function as we plug in our numbers. So here's our function, 8x minus 5 over 5x plus 2. And we're going to start with the f of negative 3. Okay, so our f of negative 3. Now what this tells us, this is my domain, or x for this function. So anywhere I have an x, I'm going to plug this in. So it's 8 times negative 3 minus 5 over 5 times negative 3 plus 2. Simplify. 8 times negative 3 is negative 24 minus 5. And then 5 times negative 3 is negative 15 plus 2. And that's going to end up being, looks like we have negative 29 over negative 13. The two negatives gives us a positive, so we have 29 over 13. So that would be f of negative 3 for this particular rational function. All right, what about f of 2? F of 2, same procedure. Instead of putting, I'm going to put a 2 in for my x. So I'm going to end up with 8 times 2 minus 5 over 5 times 2 plus 2. So again, I just plugged in my value in for my x. 16 minus 5 over 10 plus 2. 16 minus 5 is 11. 10 plus 2 is 12. And that's as you would reduce it if you could, but 11 over 12 and the 29/13 are both reduced. Now what about if I don't have a number, if it's a letter like a variable? So I have f of negative a. F of negative a equals, same procedure, plug in my negative a wherever I have an x. Okay. Let's see, straighten this up a little bit, move it up. There we go. Equals, well, 8 times negative a is just negative 8a minus 5 over 5 times negative a is negative 5a plus 2. And there's really not much else you can do with that. I mean, you could rearrange. You could have 2 minus 5a, negative 5 minus 8, but this is fine as far as I'm concerned. And then the last one, as we can see, was I'm sorry, I almost forgot this one. We have negative f of a. Now what does that mean? So let's look here. All right. So I have negative f of a. So that means I'm going to negate the whole function. 8x minus 5 all over 5x plus 2. So here's my function, here's my f of a, and here's the negative f of a. So that negative I'm going to distribute to the numerator. Oh, these should be a's, not x's. Sorry about that. This is an a. We substitute the a's in, so let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that. Yes, because that's an a, so instead of an x, it'd be 8a minus 5, 5a plus 2, and then negative 8a plus 5 over 5a plus 2. And I might rewrite this. Again, this isn't really that big of a deal if we just don't want that negative out front like that. So we could write it as 5 minus 8a over 5a plus 2. Okay. And then the last one, is a plus h, f of a plus h. So I have f of a plus h equals, this time I'm going to substitute for my x, a plus h. So it's 8a plus h minus 5 over 5a plus h plus 2. So they go in for my x's for the function. Simplify 8a plus 8h minus 5 over 5a plus 5h plus 2. And I would simplify if I could, but there's no like terms, so that would be our answer for that particular question.